It's getting complicated. And we're still in good health. Okay. What were we doing? We were engaged in a war to help our ally, but it's not going so good for us. But if we withdraw, he's probably gonna lose again. And we're definitely gonna lose this battle. I mean this battle. Yeah. Okay. My injured knight. My knight Sigismund has been wounded and his flesh has contracted foulness and swelling. If the right kind of treatment is administered and Jesus is merciful, he should make it. He's wounded. There is nothing that can be done because we have no court physician. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely something that we should get a notification about. Okay, who is in my court? In my court that has a physician trait. Any renowned physicians? No. Any physicians? No. And any, what is it, novice physicians? Yes, my lovely wife, who is 70 years old and in poor health herself. Well, I would definitely get a notification if she dies. She can be a physician for as long as she's around. Prisoners right here. Gargamel. My goodness, Gargamel. And you are a French Muslim. You are depressed. And you've been in prison for 6 years. Okay. You just have poor prowess, even though you have a brilliant strategist education. Negotiate release. Shall we just move him to the dungeon? He hates me. Move him to the dungeon. Or does anyone want to ransom you? No. Okay. You don't look so great. You have no money. You're also a Muslim. What's going on? Ransom him for a weak hook bow. You know what? You can go to the dungeon too. Bogislav, you have money, but you don't want to pay? You don't want to pay. You have money. You've been in my prison for 10 years. Sorry, I forgot about you. You're depressed, but you don't want to give me money to get out of here? It's your stubborn pride, isn't it? It's your stubborn pride. Yeah. If I recruit him and then force him to convert, he might not. And then I get his money when I banish him? Is that how it works? Your older daughters who will inherit, what type of marriage they will have, since it may be that it leaves your dynasty. Ooh, yeah. And I have an old wife who's gonna die soon, probably, so I can always remarry a younger one and get the son. But that's indeed, I need to have a look at their marriages. This guy, what do we do with him? And you? Are you a stubborn bastard too? Yes. But at least you have no money. Okay, whatever. My daughters. So this one is in a normal marriage and it wouldn't even matter. Right? My son is a eunuch and my other daughter is in a matrilineal marriage. So that's good. If she inherits, right, her son is, I'll put a pin in him too, I'll need to arrange a marriage for him. And some education. He would make a great candidate, right? No problem there. No problem there. So let's arrange education, marriages for my grandchildren. These people are going home, or are we sending them back into the war with Sicily? To help Sicily. Because, yes, Sicily is in Italy and Hellas, Greece, is in Sicily. Because why not? But how did we get these Muslim Frenchmen? This part. Okay, is that mine? It's mine. Okay, that's not right. We shall send our bishop. Right? Is he doing anything? No, not really. Okay, go convert. And what's the brown here? Aragon. Okay. Yeah, they've gone Muslim as well. Go home, right? Yeah, I agree, Jose. I agree. That's my instinct as well. It would weaken my ally, but it is what it is. Paying homage. My vassal Duchess Anna has arrived outside my castle with a grand procession of well-dressed diplomats, knights, and exotic entertainers. The fellowship resembles a parade led by Anna herself. In her booming voice, Anna announces that she is here to pay homage, and she comes bearing gifts of gold. Such generosity is hard to find in a subject. Anna's loyalty is truly something to treasure. Please enter, deposit the gold on your left, and we gain 50 gold. Surely you have more to give. She loses opinion of us, she gives us a little bit more gold. Or keep the gold, your friendship is enough. She is the Duchess of East Anglia. She likes us well enough. She's excommunicated though. No, we're greedy. We'll take the gold. Definitely. I mean, we have less than 1,000 gold. We're poor. Right? This empire doesn't run on air. So, yes. There's that. And she's married to a dwarf. That's interesting. But they have no children. And they won't have any. No, she does have children. Oh, from a previous marriage. Okay. He's just there for entertainment. Okay. We said we would need to look into... She's betrothed with Sicily, yes. matrilineally. Then our grandchildren, right? My grandchildren. These are getting educated. Well, yes. He's actually decent at learning. Yes, cynical. We were cynical too, right? That's the trait we lost with our indulgence. Okay. She is getting a diplomacy education from her father, who is learning focused. Okay. And your sister, also by your father, but she's getting a stewardship education. Alright. That's suboptimal, but there probably isn't much we can do about that. Look at that ridiculous crown. So much bling bling. All right. Her children, right? Because his children don't stand to inherit, since he is out of the inheritance because he was castrated. How did you get yourself castrated, man? After all we did for you. All right. It's a shame, but it is what it is. Her children, right? She is having a stewardship focus and being, yeah, educated by him. Would we get any alliances? Yes, we would. Oh. But you would not accept a matrilineal marriage. Of course. Okay. If we do that, then the Prince of Bohemia would like to marry her. That's not really a good alliance if we do it for that. Luni, Grand City of Luni, okay. That is all very weak, so we would have to, maybe not her, but her little sister. Yeah, we could do this. It would get out of our dynasty then if we don't do it matrilineally, but she's so far down the line of succession, it doesn't matter. Venice. Yeah, of course this alliance will not last because this is a republic. And he's old. So that probably would be over before she even comes of age. In 13 years, he would be 65. Okay, how about this? A vassal in the Kingdom of Wales. Not great. Not great. 1700, okay, but... yeah, Venice is 3,000 troops. Aquitaine. Aquitaine. Well, it doesn't seem that they have anybody who we talk about one now, right? There isn't anybody there of the royal family. Maybe we would need to go to like his granddaughters, but they're not even here in the list. So, no go. No go. How are they doing? Not so good. And of course his children are already married. Yeah, yeah. So I think we should just set up for her something with a genius who is willing to do a matrilineal marriage. Yeah, probably somebody young. We could even marry her to Sickle. The other son of the heir to Aquitaine. We can have a look. Aquitaine, primary heir, has no son. Yeah. He has 4 daughters. So we could... No, she's already betrothed. Could try and set something up for her. With one of my grandsons. He is my ward, so this is the other one. It doesn't get us an alliance though. For some reason. But if we have this marriage, maybe we could switch to diplomacy and then offer an alliance. Huh? Oh. I don't know. This is cuddling. Okay, there are a branch of cuddling. Yeah, she doesn't have any good traits though. No, they are not related to us. if her father becomes the king right before they get married, then when they get married we would get an alliance, right? Wait until I have great grandchildren. Yeah. But should we let them get betrothed? It has a chance, right? Because he is getting older. He will inherit the kingdom before they get of age. Well, if it happens within 11 years, then when they get of age and get married, it would give us an alliance, I think. And it would give us some blonde genes in our dynasty. I'm just gonna do this. We'll see. Then, what were we really looking at? Her, right? We want her to have somebody with a genius trait. Probably not that old. Your wife died. The spindly one, who was an adulteress, 57. My goodness. Yeah, he does have decent traits. No children. And there is this guy, Prince Valoran of East Francia, son of King Alfred. Matrilineally, yeah. We'll accept. Yeah, he's the crown prince for East Francia. He also has a younger brother. Okay. And they're in Göttingen. Yeah, okay. I can't arrange a marriage for you because your father is considering our offer for the other son. As of late, I often see my daughter and heir, Princess Fenne, and my Marshal Duke Tommaso around the castle deep in conversation. They truly seem to have found common ground. They cannot be up to any good. This ends now or so. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Yeah, we'll come across as nosy probably, but let's find out. They gained opinion of me. Friendly. Okay. That's good. Yes. And yes. Okay, good. The other son could also be married with somebody. Frida, you are the eunuch's daughter. Well, and he is of our house, so that's okay, I guess. Make some beautiful babies. And we wanted to use Wonne for an alliance, right? But we can't get an alliance. Well, not with a genius. We can get an alliance with Venice. It will be temporary. Because it's a republic. But it might be useful. That's 3,000, and then we get down to 1,700. And these are our vassals anyway. Prince of Bohemia accept matrilineally? Prince of Bohemia. This one. We didn't send him an offer. We didn't. Apparently we didn't. What's this? Available Dynasty Legacy. Okay, good. Then we shall do that. Yeah. But oh yeah, she's the wheezing one. Then there's no alliance, right? We only have an alliance with Sicily now. And they're not doing that great. Okay. Brazilian bloodline. Yes, please. Okay. That will do, I guess. Alliance with Bohemia. Gargamel died. And another person in my dungeons died. The Patriarch can no longer continue with Convert Faith in County. Why is that, Mr. Patriarch? Because they're no longer Muslim. Why don't you just say that this task is finished? Okay. So the only people not of Catholic faith in our realm are the insular Christians here. What is this? Beaumont. That's okay, I guess. And the Mandians here in Holland. Yeah, let's do something about that. You're converting culture, and you're doing control. Internal business, yes. King Philip of Bohemia. Yeah, we need to find a way to oust Duke Tommaso. There is no link in here to his contract, is there? Oh, here, modify feudal contract. I want to see what he has. Yeah, he has guaranteed council rights. Who granted him that? Who granted him that? Because I definitely want to change that. And I'd even prefer that. You can only change feudal contracts once for each character. Okay. So we changed it. We must have given him a hook on us, but I don't remember that part. Okay, my armies need to come home, right? Where are they? They're there now. Okay, then let's disband them. That way we can make money again. We have a new perk. What do we want? Clerical justifications? Zealous proselytizer? I think to go here is useful. And then we probably want to switch to diplomacy. I think. Or maybe fabricating hooks could be useful too. We are kind of a intrigue. Well, it's like our secondary focus, right? We had 2 intrigue traits. We've done some murdering. That would fit with his personality. Although he's trying to make amends. The Dwarf Dynasty is known far and wide. Our level of splendor has increased. We are now well known throughout the known world. We are making progress toward a religious icon. It helps that we're no longer cynical. And we're making progress towards exalted among men. And we're making progress toward being rich. We have a faction against us, right? King Rolf swayed. Okay. Sway, getting personal. In our recent communication, my nephew, King Rolf, expressed a want to focus on his ambitions and interests more. I could make sure that our coming letters contain more on a topic close to his heart. Right. Marshall. Right. That's my weakest thing, right? And I don't have any martial... Well, except I'm an aspiring blade master. Huh? Oh, this guy. Although he's also cynical. He's also an aspiring blade master and he's drunk. I think he likes to focus on diplomatic matters. What does he focus on? Authority. I have heard he appreciates feats of war. The ruling of a realm certainly interests him. Or it is not my place. What shall we do here? Diplomacy focused on family and ground up rule. Family opinion is the best to retain. Okay. Yeah. Diplomacy has a lot of good stuff in it, so... I was just saying, like, intrigue would come more, like, naturally from a role-playing perspective to him. But yeah, now that he is the emperor, he needs to focus on diplomacy too, so... There is justification for that as well. Okay, what should we choose here with swaying our nephew, King Rolf, who holds the county that we want? He isn't really focused on diplomacy, but that's, I think, the best we can go for right now. Unless we just say it's not my place. Authority. Authority. Yeah. Because I think this is diplomacy, that is martial, that is stewardship. And he's focused on martial, but that's my weakest thing. So he would say that I'm just trying to right, how do you call it? I'm gonna go for this. That's probably work well. Getting personal in his response, my nephew King of encouraged my slight dip into more personal topics. Okay, good choice. Now I just have to keep pretending that I know anything about diplomacy. So what about vassals, huh? I hope he buys it. Achievement unlocked, followed by shadows. I know 10 secrets now. Okay. Yeah. Because my spy master uncovered somebody's lover's secret. We don't care about that. After long discussions with my nephew King Ralph about diplomacy and the research I had to do to fake my expertise, I realized that the subject is not as foreign to me as it once was, and I've learned a lot. I gain diplomacy +1 for 5 years. That is really good. Now, Mr. Ralph, 79. If we now revoke your title on Keulen, he will accept 100%. Then do it. I see no choice but to bow to your decision to strip me of the county of Keulen. Just so, and now he doesn't like me, but we'll keep swaying him. I am passing through Winchester, the capital of my nephew King Ralph, and I receive an invitation to visit his castle. As I arrive, he welcomes me with a frown and a tour. One thing that strikes me is that the palace is full of unfinished projects. I will stay for a while, or just show me to my rooms. And I lose stress. Maybe I can help him out. Right. Do I want to lose stress and then probably lose opinion? I will stay for a while. Maybe I can help him. Low county control and Keulen, yes. I have high crown authority, don't I? Yeah. So this is no longer relevant. I can give him Millicent of Brabant. I gain 21 stress because I'm greedy, and that's why we didn't do it last time. I want to see. No, I can handle that. Yeah. Okay, let us do that. That will raise his opinion of me, I hope. No, not yet, anyway. No county controlling Keulen, what is he doing? Control Keulen. Yes, good. The visit. A library where the books are stacked in corners, unfinished building projects all over the place. Most notably a whole dining hall and a chest of gold just standing in the middle of a hallway. King Ralph's castle is a mess. I think I can help out with the dining hall. I'll just tidy these books up because I'm a scholar. That chest of gold is very unguarded. I should warn him, or I'll head off to bed. I'll just tidy these books up. That should help him. And well, he likes me a tiny little bit better. Bound books, loose documents, decorated spines. After a lot of reshuffling, there is finally some semblance of order in the chaos that is King Ralph's library. Things are looking good, and there are other areas I can still help him out. That chest of gold is very unguarded. As I try to explain the risks of keeping a chest of gold out in the open, I see King Ralph's eyes narrow. And exactly why are you eyeing my gold? This might not be going great, but there are other areas where I can still help out. Stewardship challenge. I know how to make him listen. Ooh. What if something were to happen to his gold? That's a risk, right? He would he could get angry at me. He's already a drunkard though. I know how to make him listen. Yeah. My gold! Where has my gold gone? I find a distressed King Ralph standing in the corner, an empty chest before him. Oh, Kaiser Malaric, if only I had listened to you. Things are looking good and there are other areas I can still help him out. Shall I help him out with the dining hall? Yeah. All it needed was some dedicated attention. I soon have King Ralph's dining hall well on its way to completion. I have done all in my power to help him. Now it is time for bed. I spot King Ralph by the entrance waiting to see me off in the morning. As I woke up, I hear him muttering to himself. He's great, the castle is like new. After a quick goodbye, I am soon on the road back home again. I am glad I was able to help. Okay, at least we're like even now. And I got what I wanted, I got Köln. Alright, how much are we getting here now? It's reduced by 24% due to low county control. Okay, so we will get more in the future. I can construct a new duchy building. Do you mean I'm holding the duchy? That can't be right. Or the duchy exists, right? That's the kingdom. The Duchy of Lower Lorraine. Most of it is inside my realm. And the holder is my brother-in-law. Okay, yeah, and of course that's under him. So I can do this? That's interesting. Yeah, of course we still need burghs, but we're working on that. Oh, the duchy is not held by you, so we can't do this. We need to hold the duchy, but we won't. We would have too many duchies. That sucks. That you can only have 2 duchies, even as an emperor. It ain't right. But we can improve this, or we can add something else to it. We can, no, we can't improve the guilds. Farmsteads, okay, let's do that. Let's do that. And what's happening in Ile-de-France? Paris. We don't have the money yet. We don't have the innovation. We don't hold the duchy. Okay. And they are at the max. In London, what's happening here? We're almost done with this. And they're at the max. We need to upgrade the castle. Yeah, we need to convert the culture here. Where are you? You're in Ile-de-France. Actually, 4 days left. Okay. Done. And then you can do the same here in London. Very nice. So, Ile-de-France, Paris is now Dutch. Right. So, we only need the windmills innovation. Right. And how are we doing with our innovation? Burghs in 12 months, that's great. But windmills are in high medieval, right? Not available until 1050 and have not discovered, yeah, 2 more. Okay, we'll get 1 in 12 months and then we need at least 1 other one plus we need to wait like 12 years before we can unlock high medieval. Okay. Now we're doing pretty good in these as well. Nice. The manor houses you meant in London or where? I can't upgrade this right now. Yes, we could give away Amiens, but we don't need to. How do we have 7? Okay, we do. In Paris. These, add manor houses, that's what you mean. Yeah, that's good. Alright. Let's do that. We ended our scheme to sway King Ralph. Okay, that's all we can do. Well, that's good enough, I guess. How about the King of Bohemia? What? He is betrothed with Wonna. Okay, yeah. Not the greatest, but all right. We want this one, right? This county. So if we sway him, we can request a claim. We can request a claim, he will not accept. Oh, that's on the Kingdom of Bohemia. No, we just want this one county. That's not going so well. No, we want a claim on the whole thing, actually. Because right now we have, we have London, right? What is it? Duchy of Essex and the Duchy of Gulick. We could give away the Duchy of Essex title and just hold on to London. Yeah, hold on to Middlesex and give the rest away. Look at Scotland there, united with Ireland. Yeah, and he is finally, after 7 years, ready to give up, I guess. If he surrenders, then the claimant takes control of the contested title. Yeah, which title is that? Oh, Athanasius gets the Byzantine Empire. Alright, that's gonna happen. Yeah. So far, so good. It's starting to look. We lost the war. Yeah, I was just saying that. And Sicily's gonna lose the war also. Troubling translation. As I step over the threshold to my wife Falkland's office, I find her bent deeply over a book. This translation of Epictetus is atrocious. You guys still didn't finish that translation. We've heard this one before. If I were to follow these instructions, I am less likely to cure my patient as I am to kill them outright. Let me have a look. And that increases her learning. I will buy a better translation. No, you should look to the scriptures. No, let me have a look. Yes. Great. And now this is 8 months. Great. Fickleness of youth. My ward Hugh has changed his focus of study. To think that he now aspires to delve into the art of stewardship, a field of study which I excel at, it warms my heart. Okay, so he is 6 now, right? He has his education focus and we can't change it. Okay. Are there any other children that we should in Paris? The mine in eastern France. The mine in eastern France. I need to look that one up. I don't remember which one that is. Hugh the Wolf. Okay. Do we still want to keep educating him in that? Yeah, we are greedy. Okay. That's fine. And who is getting the succession? It's still Fenner, right? For some reason. And then it should be going to Hugh. Yeah. Okay, let's see if he gets greedy, and then maybe we should get him to a Midas touched person. But then we can't really influence what he chooses. Right? Yeah. Okay, my grandson Sigurd has been impressed with one of the household knights for a very long time. After finally meeting in person, he has been repeating the warrior's words to himself. Work hard and you can master anything. Okay. Hard work will bring him where he wants. He gets diligent. Or generous. Or patient. No, diligent is quite good. It does give stress. Right, but he is unlikely to be the one inheriting the empire. Okay, where is this mine in eastern France? It seems to me that its capital is in that county. If it has more county, you can also focus without problem. You mean this one? Or something I can revoke? Or did you mean Western France? Because we haven't really been looking at Eastern France, right? Special buildings here. Mines. I don't see anything that is in France on the wiki. There I see the Kafsia, that's in Greece. The gold mines of Mali, Kremnica. That is Croatia or something, I think. Kulur, Pengipura, India, Innsbruck. Your king, yeah. Dahlbergslager, Sweden, Czeslaw, Bohemia, and Göttingen. Those are the two that are within our realm. So, are we talking about Bohemia? King Philip, yeah. Or you mean in France? What? No, I'm sorry. I'm not getting clear what you mean. He will accept 100%, but it's an act of tyranny. East France. East Francia. Ah. Yeah. That has Göttingen, indeed. And that's where his capital is. Goslar, yeah. That is right. So... he has Göttingen and Dorset. Yeah. Okay, let's sway him. I can claim a title. Right. I want Göttingen. I can even claim the kingdom. But would the claiming the kingdom give me the county? Maybe not. Anyway, I want this. I can't claim it because I'm missing 44 renown. Okay. I need 150 renown for that. That is fine, we'll get that because we are already well known. Yeah. Now we're swaying him, right? Yeah. Okay. Task aborted. Can no longer continue with faith. Convert faith in county because that has already been done. Yes. Alright, then why don't you go... What? That is... No, not fabricate claim. This one, sorry. In Antwerp. Right. And this is part of... That's part of us. Okay, so there are some Slovianskan counties here. We should get onto that as well. And then make them one by one Dutch as well. Okay. Because these are some great counties, like 6 building slots. If you were building tall Bohemia, it is a great start. Okay, why aren't we running? We're getting raided? We're getting raided. Oh, we're getting raided right here. 21. Okay. Yeah, we shall move our relic point right here and raise our armies. No, you're not leaving. Okay, guys. Catch them. The curse undone. Okay, we're